Hello and good evening to all of you. Today we will discuss a current related issue that is related to the tiger reserve. Actually, what happened one day I was listening to All India radio in the night at somewhere around 11:30. It is the matter of 5 years back from now. So the program was based on the wildlife conservation. So the grandfather was telling to his grandson that look, a tiger has been killed. Then how will you be able to go to your school? So I thought, what kind of a statement is this? The tiger has been killed. So what is the relationship of that death of the tiger with going to the school of his grandson? But later on, I got to know that he was trying to make his grandson understand that tiger is a very significant species in the forest. It is important to make the equilibrium. And grandfather told that look, if the tiger has been killed, so what will happen that the number of herbivorous animals will increase like anything. And those herbivorous animal, they will graze the grass like anyway. And once the grass will be finished, then what will happen? They will jump to graze the crop which has been grown by your father. And if the crop is being eaten completely by those herbivores which have been increased because of the absence of the tiger, then what your father will sell to the market? And if the crop is not getting sold, then what will he get in return? And if he is not getting anything in return, then how will he able to pay your fee to your school? And in this way, you will not be able to go to your school. If I extend a little bit more, so I would say that all the people will be illiterate, at least in the rural areas, and the whole literacy rate of our country will get decreased. So just understand how significant tiger is, how the death of tiger is related with the illiteracy of the country. By the way, it has so many perspectives. The grandfather wanted to make his son understand the significance of the tiger in the ecosystem. Why I have discussed this story? Because one more tiger reserve has been declared. Where?
Rajasthan.
In Rajasthan, dholpur karauli tiger reserve. Because before this we had only 53 tiger reserve. What was the 51? Guru Ghasidas.
51.
53rd.
53rd.
53rd was Guru Ghasidas, located in Chhattisgarh. And 54th one is Dholpur Karauli Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan. This is the 5th tiger reserve of Rajasthan. So somewhere I think the government is trying to maintain the balance in the whole ecosystem. That's why they are considering over the protection of the tigers. Other than this, you should also know that the project Tiger, when it was introduced in 1973. Why in 1973? Because just a year before, in 1972, the Wildlife Protection Act had been introduced. And to make much more meaningful to that Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the government of India brought the idea of Project Tiger, the way elephant project was brought in the year 1992. All right. So this Wildlife Protection Act somewhere pushed the birth of Project Tiger. One more institution is related to this tiger conservation is National Tiger Conservation Authority. It was brought in the year 2006. All right, so this is the institution which takes care the overall development of the tigers in India. If I ask who declares the tiger reserve, the options are state government, central government, both, or this NTCA.
NTCA.
NTCA? No, this is not right. No.
Central government.
Why? Because this is the National Tiger Reserve. What about the wildlife sanctuaries? Who notifies the wildlife sanctuaries in India? The same options are before you.
NTCA.
Look, generally what happens whenever I ask this question, students say the central government, because they think tiger is very significant species. That's why it should be related with the central government. Why? State government doesn't have any importance, so the important things should not be related with that.
What recommended?
Actually, look what happened till 42nd Amendment of the Indian Constitution 1976. The notification of the Tiger Reserve and the wildlife sanctuaries, they both were in the court of state government. But in 1976 through 42nd Amendment, the matter of wildlife protection, this subject was brought or it was placed in the concurrent list from the state list. So if it is in the concurrent list, so naturally the central government as well as the state government, they both can have or they both can notify the tiger reserve and the wildlife sanctuaries. I hope it is clear. If anyone asks about this biosphere reserve, then internationally recognized this biosphere reserve. So look, actually I checked, so somewhere it was written that it can be notified by the central government, but when I checked the other sources, so the state government was also mentioned. So it is still a matter of confusion for me. I will check it once again what is the actual reality, because whether it is National Tiger Reserve or the wildlife sanctuaries or the Man and Biosphere Reserve, both the central as well as the state governments have the right to notify. But the important thing is this, that this suggestion of the NTCA is important. I mean, this was declared by the Rajasthan government once the conformity was given by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. So when the state government gets the green signal for establishing the National Tiger Reserve or wildlife sanctuaries, they can notify their establishment. So this one is the 54th National Tiger Reserve, Dholpur Karauli, the 5th one of Rajasthan. The role of NTCA, who has the authority to notify, and how the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 pushed the birth of national
Project
Project
Tiger.
Tiger in 1973. So this was a sort of means a brief summary of this current related issue. In my next lecture, I will discuss a different one. Thank you very much.